Welcome to New Sky TV. A stunning turning point. State media publicly names Guo Yuxin. From an 800 yuan rented room to state media praise, she used her tenacity to break through the ceiling of prejudice. From an 800 yuan rented room to state media praise, Guo Yuxin proved with her tenacity of staying up for 72 hours straight. There is no high or low status in acting, as long as you have a solid foundation. Short dramas can also lead to the big stage. This statement is no longer just an inspirational slogan, but a fact confirmed by reality. Who would have thought that the girl who once played minor roles in long dramas and squeezed into an 800 yuan rented room to save on rent would now be publicly named by state media and stand in the spotlight of mainstream public opinion? On January 6, a Weibo post from CNRCN directly ignited the entire internet. Not only was Guo Yuxin officially announced as the female lead in the first legal-themed microdrama, but even more unusually, she also personally sang the theme song. The combination of her dual identity as an actress and singer instantly stunned countless netizens. Is this still the short drama heroine we remember? At that moment, the dimensional barrier was completely shattered. Guo Yuxin was no longer just a traffic face playing love roles in short videos. She had truly gained entry into the mainstream market. Even more intriguing was Yu Zheng's subsequent commentary, which was almost entirely incisive. He didn't praise her sudden fame, nor did he laud her extraordinary talent. He simply calmly pointed at a core statement: she is one of the few who truly dedicates her life to her roles. This statement carried immense weight. In an era where short dramas are labeled fast-moving consumer goods, assembly line production, and relying solely on emotional stimulation, Guo Yuxin's existence is like an untimely yet sharp nail. She works 72-hour shifts while filming, not relying on all-nighters or sob stories, but rather meticulously analyzing every emotion in every scene. She rejects artificially sweetened CP, couple, marketing, choosing to step back at the point when traffic is easiest to monetize. She doesn't rush to please the audience, but instead infuses her soul into the character, letting the character come alive first before worrying about fame. Because of this, her rise to stardom appears exceptionally solid. From overlooked marginal roles to leading lady in short dramas, from the stereotype of internet celebrity actress to legal dramas endorsed by state media, from being questioned as lowbrow to being recognized by official platforms as an actress worthy of discussion and writing, Guo Yuxin has never taken shortcuts, but rather a thorny, arduous path. This naming by state media is not accidental, nor is it a handout. It's more like a signal. The market is recalibrating its evaluation system for actors. Long dramas are not inherently superior, nor are short dramas destined to be cheap. What is truly seen is always professionalism, perseverance, and long-term commitment. Guo Yuxin's story is striking because she exposed an industry lie: the so-called starting point determined ceiling is nothing more than self-comfort for the lazy. Upon hearing this, the live stream chat fell silent for 3 seconds. Not out of disappointment, but out of surprise. In this era of short dramas where ambiguity can be monetized and holding hands can get you trending, she actually pressed the pause button on her popularity. Keep in mind, Guo Yuxin was at the perfect juncture to take off. She had a phenomenal hit drama in hand, her on-screen couple was incredibly popular, and platforms, brands, and fans were all waiting for her to capitalize on the momentum. A simple nod could have provided 6 months of sweet romance, instantly doubling her commercial value. But she didn't. Some felt sorry for her. Such a good momentum, it's a shame not to promote the on-screen couple. Others didn't understand, what can an actress rely on to establish herself if not a romantic storyline? But Guo Yuxin knew very well, sweet romance can last a while, but a role can last a lifetime. She had seen the superficiality far too early. The days of burning the midnight oil memorizing lines in an 800 yuan rented room, the experiences of being fleetingly caught on camera in major film crews, all these reminded her that without real talent, all the hype would backfire. So she chose a slower, more difficult path. Short dramas came one after another, but she never replicated herself. A betrayed girl, a clear-headed yet broken adult, a woman cornered by fate, she deconstructed and re-emerged with each character. Even in the same crying scene, she made sure the audience could immediately tell, this wasn't the same her from before. Gradually, the tide began to turn. Audiences no longer just discussed who she had the best chemistry with. but began to seriously analyze her performance layers, changes in her eyes, and the progression of her emotions. Someone wrote in a long review, "She wasn't just acting miserable, she genuinely swallowed the pain." This is the most formidable competitive advantage an actor can have. While the outside world was still defining her as a short drama sensation, Guo Yuxin had already quietly moved on to the next step. Legal themes, realism, and mainstream themes, these doors that were almost never open to short drama actors in the past, began to light up for her. The media's public naming and shaming wasn't a stroke of luck overnight, but the inevitable result of countless instances of avoiding shortcuts, straying from the right path, and self-destructive behavior. Looking back, her life trajectory is remarkably clear. She doesn't rely on scandals to sustain her career, nor does she need hype to boost her career. All her confidence comes from her genuine, hard-fought battles in front of the camera. Guo Yuxin's story is so impactful because she proves one thing: in this era that's eager to create idols and eliminate people, clarity of mind is a rare talent. And when clarity meets ability, the so-called ceiling is ultimately just a psychological limitation imposed on oneself by others. This personality, which doesn't rely on creating hype or pairing with other celebrities to gain attention, has actually increased her popularity with the audience. After all, for someone who once filmed 8 dramas in 10 months and worked 72 hours straight without sleep, focusing on her career is the real priority. From living in a basement on 800 yuan a month to becoming a frequent topic of trending searches, Guo Yuxin's confidence is entirely earned through hard work. This tenacity led her to win several awards at the end of 2025, including the Red Fruit Short Drama Awards and the National Drama Awards. The girl who sat until the very end on the awards stage, enthusiastically applauding her seniors, has become a beacon of light in the hearts of her fans. Just when everyone thought the National Drama Awards was Guo Yuxin's peak, the official naming from state media truly made her stand out. In a video released by CNRCN, Guo Yuxin transformed into a righteous lawyer, passionately singing for her new drama, Thorns Bloom. This isn't just an ordinary commercial collaboration, it's the first legal microdrama heavily supported by state media. The production team chose Guo Yuxin not only for her highly recognizable face, but also for her ability to carry a serious drama. To perfect her rendition of Thorns, this young woman began meticulously studying the details 2 weeks in advance, earning the respect of the entire crew. This official recognition significantly elevates the social status of short drama actors. It also proves one thing: as long as your skills are solid, talent doesn't discriminate, and short dramas can lead to the big stage. Looking back at industry veteran Yu Zheng's previous comments now, it's clear he had a truly discerning eye. Yu Zheng once publicly praised Guo Yuxin in a live broadcast, calling her a talented and spirited actress. At the time, many thought Yu was just promoting his own drama or trying to capitalize on the popularity of short dramas. Now, with the release of the article from a state media outlet, everyone realizes that Yu Zheng was absolutely right this time. A good script can indeed make an actor, but the ability of Guo Yuxin to immerse herself in a role is the fundamental reason why short dramas can become so popular. Her increasingly successful performance has made those industry insiders who previously looked down on short dramas reevaluate this field. Guo Yuxin's success has given a strong boost to actors who are still pursuing their dreams in rented rooms. Now, she holds the appreciation of a top director in one hand and the recognition of mainstream media in the other. This kind of reputation, earned through sincerity and hard work, is more lasting than any superficial marketing. It is believed that Guo Yuxin's name will appear on the cast list in higher and farther places in the future. In this era that pursues fast food fame, Guo Yuxin has patiently taken root in the mud. This praise from the central media is not only an accolade for her personally, but also a signal that the short drama industry is shifting towards high-quality productions. Yu Zheng has a keen eye, recognizing that this gem can shine brightly even within the confines of a short drama. Those 72 consecutive hours of hard work ultimately became stepping stones on her path to the top. There is no high or low status in acting, only whether you've put your heart into it. As long as you have a solid foundation, you can shine anywhere. May every striver, like her, bloom the most brilliantly amidst thorns. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.